Across the United Kingdom, grooming gang activity reached shocking levels. From the late 1990s through the early 2010s, hundreds of children were exploited, revealing a national pattern of abuse. Rotherham alone reported over 1,400 confirmed victims between 1997 to 2013. Rochdale, Huddersfield, and Oxford had similar cases, each with dozens of hundreds of victims. Repeated offenders operated in networks spanning multiple towns. The abuse was widespread, from South Yorkshire to Manchester, Bradford, and smaller towns across England and Wales. Grooming networks exploited children with alarming efficiency. Offenders traveled between towns to carry out abuse, sometimes hundreds of miles apart. Victims were primarily girls aged 11 to 16 from vulnerable backgrounds, including broken homes, care facilities, or struggling families. They were targeted for vulnerability, race, and religion. This pattern repeated across the country, enabling offenders to act wherever opportunity existed. Court records and inquiry confirmed hundreds of named offenders in each town. In Rochdale alone, 9 men were convicted in 2012 for repeated abuse. In Huddersfield, 11 men were convicted between 2005 to 2010. In Oxford, dozens more were identified. Thousands of victims across England were exploited by hundreds of offenders in coordinated networks. Offenders like Shabir Ahmed, Adil Khan, and Arshid Hussain in Rotherham show how one network could exploit dozens of children over years. Similar networks in other towns created a nationwide crisis. Investigations revealed that offenders used mobility and community connections to access children in multiple locations. Networks adapted to each area and exploited gaps in local policing and social services. Victims reported repeated grooming by multiple men, threat to silence them, and systematic manipulation. The methods were nearly identical across towns, proving a national pattern of organized abuse. Failures in communication between institutions allowed offenders to operate freely across regions. Intelligence about repeat offenders was often silenced, which extended the reach and duration of abuse. Courts confirmed that offenders were part of repeated organized abuse networks. Names like Shabir Ahmed, Adil Khan, and Arshid Hussain appear repeatedly in convictions, highlighting the role of repeat offenders in larger networks. Smaller communities also experience grooming networks. Local authorities often assumed cases were isolated, allowing offenders to act without fear of detection. Nationally, thousands of children were exploited through repeated offenses and coordinated networks. The true scale of abuse was larger than initially reported. Many victims never came forward, and institutional failures meant some cases were never investigated. Independent inquiries suggest that the number of victims may have been several times higher than early estimates. Victim testimony from multiple towns shows a consistent pattern. Girls were groomed, exploited, and passed between offenders across towns. Their accounts, combined with police evidence, reveal networks operating with coordination and efficiency. The scale of the crime became undeniable. Grooming gangs were not confined to one town or region. They operated nationwide, exploiting system failures and vulnerable children.